Hey, Rob Romarino here with Sentry Equipment, and this month's 3-minute tip is about extending your season here as we muddle through the COVID pandemic still. So let's get started. Look, it's been a long, mentally taxing season. We've been hit with a COVID crisis and a pandemic that's really altered the landscape of our frozen dessert businesses. But in my discussions with most of my customers, people seem to be really turned the corner and having a fairly successful season, depending upon your concept, especially walk-up windows, drive-throughs. They're really seeing a huge transition from a little bit of a worrying state to a positive cash flow state. Question is, how long do we keep this going? And my recommendation to customers is we need to really ride this train out as long as we can this season. We want to squeeze every dollar you can out of the 2020 season. I don't know what's going to happen in the winter. Obviously, things change day to day, but we do know a couple things. Number one is, over the last 3 years, the average weather in the end of October has been 65 to 67 degrees here in the tri-state area. That's good enough to serve ice cream. And what's happening in the COVID world is everything that normally changes in the fall may not be changing. Kids may not be going back to school, or in the very least going back in a hybrid way. So they're going to be home more. Fall sports may not be happening to the level that they normally happen. So again, people will be home more. Traveling is limited for many people. So again, people will be home more. The reason that these stores are seeing an uptick in their summer sales is the communities still have the people around them. People aren't traveling the way they used to. So that's going to continue in the fall. That's not going to change. Most of the time people are in school all week long. They're out of the house. Well, now they're going to be in the house. So that means at night people are going to need to get out, and ice cream is a very inexpensive treat for the family and a way to escape some of the drama. Same thing with sports. If people aren't traveling for sports 4 days a week, on the weekends, weeknights, they're going to be home. Again, getting ice cream is an extended treat. So you combine people home, people in their community, not traveling, needing to get out, with weather that's been pretty consistent over the last 3 years, and you have a recipe for continued success as we get through the fall season. How long do we extend the season? Well, let the data drive that decision. As long as you continue to do dollars in your store, keep it open. Now, we can alter it a little bit in the fall to make it more efficient. We can limit our hours slightly. Maybe we don't need to open at 12. We can open at 3. Maybe we don't need to close at 10. We can close at 9. If you see that Monday and Tuesday or Wednesday are not really driving revenue, hey, just open Thursday to Sunday. We can look at creative ways to maintain revenue and also maintain profit, because it's costing you more to stay open than the dollars you're doing, and obviously doesn't make sense. Look at staffing. It may be harder to get kids, but it may be easier to get kids because a lot of these college students may not be going back to college and may be learning from home. So you can get your talent and your staff that you don't normally get in the fall, you can keep them. So that's very, very, very important. I understand that the season's been a grind. I understand that your time and energy level may be sucked dry as we get into September and October, but I plead to you, extend your season, stay open, stay in the customer's forefront, and most importantly, let's continue to provide a little bit of an escape and a little bit of a treat to a community and a customer base that probably needs it during these times. Well, time's up for this month. Continue. We're going to have a 3-minute tip and a blog about fall season and fall flavors and how to expand upon extending your season with some creative ideas. Thanks. See you next month.